Welcome to Office 24 by 7. In today's tutorial, we'll look at how to set up an IVR with voicemail. The voicemail function allows customers to leave a voice message whenever agents are unavailable to answer calls. This way, no customer query is ever lost. You can always follow up later by listening to their message. Let's look at one configuration I've already set up. We'll begin with the trigger node, which is the From object node. In its configuration, I selected Standard under Object Type, because IVR comes under Standard Objects. The object here is communication.cloud-telephony, since this is where all inbound and outbound calls are managed. For record, I selected Create, because every new call should create a new record. Call type is set to inbound, as we're dealing with incoming calls. Finally, I selected the virtual number that will receive these calls. Next comes the Message File node. This plays a welcome greeting to the caller, acknowledging the call. In its configuration, I selected Message Type as Voice Type as ToCaller, and then I selected the service number where I had uploaded my IVR greeting file. From there, I simply selected the correct audio file. The next step is a menu node, which allows the caller to choose the right department. In the configuration, I set menu type as virtual number. Then I assigned input names and digits, 1 for sales, 2 for support, and 3 for others. I also set the maximum number of invalid inputs to 2, and the maximum input wait time to 30 seconds, giving the caller enough time to respond. Each of these menu options is connected to an assign node, which ensures the input is routed properly. Here, I've configured one assign node for each option. Only for the support option, I enabled Sticky Agent, which means calls will always try to connect to the same support agent the customer previously interacted with. I didn't apply Sticky Agent for sales or others, because those queries can be routed to any available team member. Next are the People nodes, which actually transfer the calls to users. For the first People node connected to the Sales option, I selected People Type as User, picked my sales agents in the Select Users dropdown, and chose Mobile Number as the user field type. This means the customers who pressed 1 will be connected to the mobile numbers of these sales agents. For the second People node connected to Support, I again chose User, then selected all my support agents, and set Mobile Number as the user field type. This simply means the customers who press 2 will be connected to the mobile numbers of these support agents. For the third People node connected to Others, I selected the agent who handles general queries, with the user field type again set as Mobile Number. This means the customers who press 3 will be connected to the mobile numbers of this particular agent who handles other inquiries. Now here's the important part. What happens if agents don't answer? For this, I added an IfExist node after the People nodes. I set up this node in a way that it checks the live status of the agent. In the configuration, under Object/List, I selected Object. As object name, I chose communication.liveCalls, because live calls is my object where agent statuses are tracked. For select field, I picked agent status, operator is set to is, and the value is not connected. You can see that with these configurations, I'm capturing the instances where the call has not been answered by the agents. The IfExist node has 2 conditions, yes and no. If the condition is yes, meaning the agent is not connected, I routed the call to another message file node, which gives the caller a voicemail option. In its configuration, I selected Message Type as Voice. In the Voice Type dropdown, there are 2 options, ToCaller and Voicemail. I selected Voicemail because I want to give the user an option to leave a voice message for the agent. Then I chose the voicemail number where customers can leave their recorded message. If the condition is no, meaning the agent answered the call, it simply connects to the End node. The Message File node is also connected to the End node, making sure the system knows where the flow concludes. So here's how it works in practice. A customer dials your business number, listens to a greeting, makes a menu selection, and gets routed to the right team. If the assigned agent is available, the call goes through. But if the agent doesn't answer, the caller is instantly given the option to leave a voicemail, which your team can access later and follow up on. This ensures no customer query is left unattended, even outside business hours or during peak times. That's how you can easily set up an IVR with voicemail using Office 24 by 7.